Everyone knows the prices of cruises are going up and up, specifically for our favorite brands like Royal Caribbean, Celebrity, even Norwegian, and slowly but surely MSC is going to catch up as well. But today we are going to tell you exactly what it would cost to go on the Norwegian Prima on a 5-day sailing out of New York City to Bermuda. Let's go. Hello friends, John here from Byte Size Cruises. Welcome to the channel. If you are brand spanking new here, we're a travel agency. We go on all these cruises, and the only goal for us is to give you the best information possible about cruising so that you can plan and go on an amazing, wonderful cruise vacation. Like this one we're going to talk about today, the Norwegian Prima. So again, we are scheduled to go on the NCL Prima for a 5-day cruise to Bermuda out of New York City. This is going to be from April 1st, which is a Tuesday, weird cruise day, and then getting off the ship Saturday back in New York. It does an overnight in Bermuda. So when you're thinking about going on a cruise, you want to think of a few things. What the itinerary is for you, if it's a fun, interesting itinerary. What you really want to think about, what cruise line, what cruise ship, what fun excursions you're going to have, what entertainment is. And then you want to think about some other things. Do you need drink packages? Do you need dining packages? All of those fun things. So today, when we talk about pricing, we're going to break down each and every category for you, including port fees and taxes, because it plays a big part, especially in our cruise here. So again, this is a 5-day cruise on the Norwegian Prima. Myself and AJ from our team are going. I am staying in a studio cabin. AJ is staying in an interior cabin. The only reason why is when I went to book AJ, the studios were already sold out. So they're going into standard inside cabin. So let's get into the pricing. We will start with AJ's cruise. The total for this cruise is that I paid up front is $1,161.18. And when we talk about itinerary, some cruise ports have high port fees and taxes, meaning that when you go there, the country or the island, whoever it is, charges Norwegian Cruise Line X amount of dollars per client, and then that gets paid, basically just passed on us. Or they charge them just like X amount of dollars for this ship, and then all of that comes down to us in port fees and taxes. Port fees and taxes are always per person, so Bermuda happens to have a very high port fees, so let's get into the actual cost of this cruise. This is a standard interior cabin with one guest. You're paying almost the full double occupancy here. And again, it came out to $1,161.18. The taxes and port fees for this cruise specifically are $325.82, which means this cruise would have been about $800. Yeah, the taxes and port fees on, and that is very high again for Bermuda. If this was going to the Bahamas, it probably would have been about $1,000 total. So there you go. Then we added on $62.10 for an excursion. We did not do the free at sea or the more at sea on here for AJ. They don't really drink. So we did just the shore excursion discount, which gives you $50 off a shore excursion. We booked the Bermuda Triangle, $62 there. That takes us up to $1,237.22. And then we added on unlimited internet, just the browse, for another like $120. That's going to take us all in to about just a little bit under $1,400. For that one, it's 13 something. I'll pop it up on the screen here. So that sums it up for the internet. So that takes care of those basic fees. The only other things that AJ is going to have to pay for is gratuities, which are going to be $100. When we go on our trips, that's really the only thing that the team is responsible for, is their own gratuities. And then if they want to purchase anything or do anything outside of the norm of whatever we had already had planned. So that is that. Next up, let's talk about my cabin. Mine is going to be $1,644.13. I am in a studio cabin. There are a few differences here. So the differences for us between myself and AJ is I did more at sea for me, which gives me the drink package, unlimited beverages. It gives me the internet, just a little bit, 150 minutes of internet, which I'm going to upgrade here. And then 1 specialty dining credit, and then I get 2 additional specialty dining with my Platinum on Norwegian, and then we will probably buy some other things, and I'll get into that in a second. So on top of that, we're gonna add $129. I'm gonna upgrade my internet as well, just like AJ's. My $100 for gratuities gonna go into here, so we're already up over $18.50 something. This is already expensive for me for a 5-day cruise, I think. And then to top it off, we're gonna spend the $62 again for the excursion, and then probably a few specialty dining for AJ and myself. So maybe another $200 there. Let's just say 200 bucks. That's gonna take us up over $2,000, probably more than I would like to spend on a 5-day cruise. Generally, I wouldn't go for the drink package, but for like $200, really on top of it, it gives me the $50 shore excursion credit. It gives me those unlimited, I'll drink sodas and things, and I'll have a couple drinks here and there. So that is the budget for us. Once we're on the ship, maybe 15, 20 bucks here for the race cars, maybe, like I said, a few specialty dinings, which I added in already, and that's really it. So all in for the two of us, less than $4,000. Obviously, if we're staying in the same cabin, you know, that saves you money there. Basically would have cut our trip by a third, right? Because we would have split the rooms, but you know, that's not the case, so we are where we are. So that is the budget if you're thinking about going on it. The cruise, if you added another person to each room, so if, for instance, I did an inside cabin, AJ did an inside cabin, she brought her husband, I brought Judy, we would be not much more than we are right now, with the exception of specialty dining, gratuities, those type of things, right? So maybe another $1,000, $1,500 on top of this to add 2 more people to double it. So not terrible. That's it. That's where we're at for the budget here. We're very much excited, looking forward to this trip. We'll keep you up to date if we spend any more money. If you have any questions about planning your budget for an NCL cruise, please feel free to comment below or email me at jp@bytesizecruises.com. Thanks so much. Happy cruising, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.